What's up, guys? We got a hold of the Q3 today. It's Sunday. We got our day off here. We are going to change the oil that is overdue on the Q3, the 2022. My wife puts on like 10,000 miles, like almost a month. No, that's what it seems like. It's probably 10,000 every like 2-3 months. This oil change was done by the factory. After we bought the car, they gave us one free oil change, so I was like, what the heck, to get it done there. Now we're gonna do it ourselves. It shouldn't be too hard. It looks pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I know Audis can have like the skid plates on the bottom, all the covers and everything, but I actually don't think that this has any of those, so this should be a quick in and out. But we're gonna head to the secret location right now and we're gonna give it a whirl together, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it, so follow along. Alright, so first thing we're going to do here is going to be pop the hood. There it is. We have our oil weight information for anybody that does want to see that. Alright, so the game plan is we're going to figure out how to remove this, which should be pretty easy. Oil filter, and then we actually have a dipstick on this one. Some of the newer Audis have like a leveler that is done within the dashboard. It's super annoying. I like the dipstick. It makes it really easy to get the right oil level. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take off this cover. 9 times out of 10, these things are just a pull. Just got to give it a little bit of strength. Elbow grease will get it off. So that's that. We got 3 or 4 grommets right here. All you gotta do is pull them. It really didn't take that much effort at all, so don't be scared to just give it a little yank. You get the thing off. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is take the oil cap off. This is gonna help the oil flow better whenever you're draining it, so there's no seal. And then after that, we have the oil filter right here. I'm gonna show you the tool. I forget the size, but I will show you that in 1 second. We'll get that off. Alright, so this is a 32 socket. It's actually an impact. I bought this at Harbor Freight a couple years ago. I can't tell you the price, maybe like 10 bucks, but it's a 1/2 inch. So this is what we're going to use to take the oil filter off. Just let it drain a little bit. Alright, so we're going to let that oil filter drain out a little bit. There's a lot of oil in there. Just throw it in the pan real quick and then we'll get back to that later. Alright, I just want to show you guys the jack points here. We just have like a pinch weld right in the front. This is on the passenger side. So I'm going to put the jack in there, and then I'm going to put a jack stand here, and then it's going to be the exact same on the other side. Alright, so change of plans. We're actually not going to use any of that because the SUV is a little bit higher than what that jack goes. Jack stands will work, but the jack doesn't go up that high. It's just one from Harbor Freight. This is our first SUV, so we're used to the cars, we're used to the low life. So we actually do have these ramps that I made when I had a Mark IV Jetta that was literally like 1 inch off the ground. So these will work, but I'm gonna recommend if you're doing an oil change on this, get some ramps. It's gonna be a lot easier than jacking it up. So.
One. Alright, stop.
Yeah, so don't worry guys, whenever we put those on ramps, I put the oil filter back on and the oil cap. So I know you guys are worried about that, but we're going to take that back off.
So I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but this circle right here is the drain plug, and it looks like you actually need an Audi special tool to get it off. But it also looks like you could do it with a flathead, so I am going to try that.
I got it right off. I know that's going to be hard to see, but we're going to let that drain.
You guys can see that though. You can actually get a flathead in there. It's gonna be one that's wider. It's not gonna, I had a short one that was skinny. It did not work. But it came right off, just like a quarter turn. And that's it. It must have like a special locking mechanism that seals it.
On this, there's more of a solid part on the bottom, and it's hollow on the top. That's the direction that you want it to go in. So if you're laying underneath the vehicle, you're gonna put it in like this, and then you're gonna turn it, and it's gonna go about 360, and then it will lock in place. If you put it in upside down and start spinning, it'll catch. That's the way that it's supposed to go, but if you do it the opposite way, it'll still work. You'll just have to spin it an extra turn, but it'll lock. It's not going to go past like 360. I was trying to get the camera down there, but I really don't have that much room to move and film. I said it was 360 before, so you're going to turn it 360, and then you're going to turn it another 180. So what would that be? 450. So it's going to go, once you put it in, it's going to go 450 degrees, and then it will just stop. It'll lock. That's it. You're going to be like, what? That's all it's going to do? But yes, that it just locks. It's going to hold. You're going to be fine. That's the way that Europeans like to do it, I guess. I don't know. Easy does it, buddy.
Wow.
Look how dark that is.
Dark.
Back in my day, kids didn't go 10,000 miles on an oil change. You go about 25 with that turbo.
2,500 or 25,000?
I don't know. I used to do 2,500 with the turbo models, but take the oil filter out. Old O-ring. I'm gonna use some old oil on this one. Should put something on it, but it's right there, so we're gonna use it. New one goes on like so. New one goes on pretty easy. Bada bing, that one's good. Okay, so it doesn't matter which way. They're both absolutely the same. So you stick it in. You're good to go. You're ready to tighten her up. So we could just throw that in here. Newton meters, which is, I think, 18 foot-pounds. Specific oil that you're going to need is a 020. I bought a kit off of ECS Tuning. I even got a little reminder sticker with them. It was like 80 bucks. That's the part number for the actual OEM oil filter as well. But you're gonna need 6 quarts. I'm pretty sure the car takes about 5.5. I'll let you know at the end whenever we fill it up. All right, so it's just a little quick pro tip. Whenever you're pouring, if you don't have a funnel, you actually want to pour and tip it towards this side with that little concave in there, because that actually slows the rate of travel, like the speed. If you do it this way, it's just gonna dump out. So they're actually designed like that, so you can actually get a quicker or more accurate pour. See if I can get them all perfect. Oh, no. I already screwed up. To be completely honest, you can actually fill it up a lot faster without a funnel. Alright, so that's exactly 6. And we were checking it a couple times. I just want to show you guys. Yeah, you can see it right there. Yeah, so it's almost to the full line. Usually I just like to find like the first one, kind of let it like look like it's straight, because you can't see it. But if you guide the first one up and just kind of just straighten it out, they're all in there. 4 clicks, you're good to go. Ballin'. I put in 5 quarts and then I let the car run for like 30 seconds just to filter through the oil filter, and then shut it off, and then I threw in another quart and it was perfect. Alright, so you're just gonna go right into vehicle, and then you're gonna scroll over till you see settings and service, and then at the top it's gonna say service intervals. We're gonna click that, and oil change has been due for 500 miles. Don't look at that, but we're just gonna hit reset. Are you sure you want to reset? Yes. And that's it. Good to go. Next one's due 10,000 miles. Alright guys, so that's how to change the oil on a 2022 Q3. Hope you guys liked the video. Hope you had a little bit of fun, learned something. If you guys got any questions, type them down in the comments. I'll try to answer them if I can. But like and subscribe, coming out with some more content. Thanks you guys for watching. See you next time.